Hi guys, we're going to get a data dump, but I needed a bar stool. I needed a bar stool, just one. It's not a big bar because I'm putting quite a large slab of wood on my deck so I can look over the Chiramaka, which is my river. And after I uploaded the last video, which no one viewed, which is the most powerful video the Lord has ever used me to bring, the most powerful, anointed video that the Lord has ever used me. I'm not the dust. That's bullshit. I'm not the dust. Yes, I'm in the last kingdom, iron and clay. And I don't know if there's any way to get around it because the enemy is smarter than us at the moment, but he is nothing compared to the wisdom of Jesus. That's why we must hide in him. Do you understand? So I'm not just the dust or a lowly vessel. I am the temple, the Holy of Holies, the Holy of Holies, where the high priest goes in and the kabod, the glory of the Lord, pushes him to the ground. This is why he had bells and a rope, so they could drag him out. Who can stand in the temple of God? Who can stand in that place? Not I, said the pig. Not I, said the cow. Not I, said the donkey. Whatever other animals are in that story of the mother hen. I've got an excuse. I've got something else to do. You will not stand in the glory. I saw the Lord seated on the throne, exalted, and the train of his robes filled the temple with glory, and the whole earth was filled, and the whole earth was filled, and the whole earth was filled with his glory. Holy, 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 holy is the Lord. He reigns forevermore. He is on the throne. And the Lord said to me, carry your seat with you in 2018. It was like this, except it was square and it was red. We are seated at the right hand of the Father. Yes, we are. Because Jesus is my brother and he called me his sister. It's even better than what Jonathan Kleck heard Michael say to him. Isn't it? It's my testimony. That's my testimony. That's my testimony. And Kleck's just about to do a dump. Well, I went down and did a dump. You saw my rubbish in part one. You saw the rubbish in the back of the truck. Well, it's raining, but I am going to put the bar in. But I needed a chair, you know. You can't put a bar up and stand by it, can you? So this is what I found in the dump. I think my, I don't know if I've got time for grandchildren. The Lord said I did have. So what do you think of that? I've got time for grandchildren. Sort of gives you a bit of a idea of how much time we have to bear this out, doesn't it? Kids love these sort of chairs, don't they? And who doesn't let a kid do that? Mean. The mean don't let a kid do that. But we can spin in our chair. We can kick our legs. We can do what we want because we're God's children. As long as it doesn't harm anyone else or cause anyone else to fall. So use wisdom. So that's the chair that was sitting in the dump, and I brought it back, and I just happened to have this for stain remover on stainless steel. And I found this as well. Did you know 3 years ago the Lord told me? Have you heard of the Wombles? Did you ever watch the Wombles? The Wombles of Wimbledon, wobbling away, whatever. Making good use of the things that we find, things that the everyday man leave behind. Do 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 do. They're the vagabonds, the ones outside the city that have time, that the servant goes out and invites to the master's banquet. So that's my testimony. This is my song. This is my story that I'll sing all day long. It's alive. It's not worn out, because the Lord gave it to me as a gift. And gifts are not to be hoarded away. They are meant to be given. You give. You receive freely, give freely, right? Those that don't give the way I give will be held accountable. Those that hide their light will be held accountable. Those that try and save their life will lose it. Those that lose their life will save it. So carry your seat around with you, because you don't get to rest like Jesus did it and has and is probably at the right hand of the Father yet. Did he commit it? He completed. He completed. He said it is finished. But it's not finished for us. It's not finished. So get off your high horse, stop thinking about leaving, and get down to what you're called to, and that is to serve God. Stop thinking of yourself. Stop thinking of yourself. for a terminated channel. That looks like an upload 1 minute ago. It's had 6 views. So, I'm going to be number 7.
All right, folks, God bless you.
Listen to what he says.
His purpose was to make one new man from the two, thus making peace. Guys, before I do any more videos where I'm going to do a data dump.
So that's why I shared about the chair. So I'm going to link this. Praise the Lord. Oh, you know how the Lord said go and get a door? Oh, he didn't say go and get it. He said, oh, he woke me and said get a door. And he said make it 900. Well, straight after I did that video and dumped my rubbish, so you know 900 is like 100 short of a metre, because that's what we talk about here in New Zealand. I can't understand American metrics, and I'm not old enough like most of the coasters who talk about inches and I mean, so my door doesn't look that pretty. I'm getting wet here. I got it from Paul, whose relationship God just broke up. That's the interior. As I wanted one with a window, and I didn't know what he had. He had one with a window. It has a frame. Now I just want to show you the interior. How can I do that? Don't know if you can see it, but it's a solid timber door. I don't have to strip it. That's the outside. I'll have to polyphane it. So he told me to do it at 900. So you tell me he's not my carpenter. I'm not doing this, God is. He said, do it at 900. $840. $900. Told you where it's going. This is where he said to put it. I'll have to clear this curve, I think. There we go. I'm getting wet to do this. 900. Oh. Oh. I've got all the dogs inside so that they stay dry. See, I look after others before I look after myself. That's the way I'm built. Because that's the way the Lord built me. That's the way he built me. Because I am his creation. Not the enemy's creation. So there's 900. 900. 900. So step it out. 900. I've got this much solid ground. And I've got one floating cantilevered here, which I can take back to here and a post. It's cantilevered about a third. It's a lot. I can put 2 posts in. It ties in to here, this post, which is all tied into that building, comes across to that corner, easy. And all I'm going to do here Actually, it's tied into this post, comes across, which is almost solid ground. This is like a wee nib wall. And the distance between here and there is my firebox. So there's my firebox. And it's just going to be a wee square concrete pad with the fire, which is over there. Here. I won't worry about building that until I get that rejuvenated. But I will put a wall in from here across in the next couple of days. Back here. And I'll do what the Lord said and I'll put the door in. I've looked at the swing on the door. I have to go with what I've got. This is the white door, which is interior here. It swings in this way. You know, if it swung the other way, I'd be had it. Because I'm not a joiner. I don't change doors. Well, I could try, but I don't need to. It swings to here. So I can come in. I can have access to firewood in the bath. And I have a room that's 2 meters by 2 meters, a 2 meter by 2 meter box, and I have a sink here, which is for my dog, and that's the only thing I have in that room, which is about enough because it's a space right in front of the fire where you load up firewood and you have a guard. And I have a window on the ground, so I have light on the floor area, and my dogs can go in and out. And here is the sink that was given to me with the shower free. I got the shower door, which is now in my, there's my sink. You can fit a dog in there, can't you? And I will find out what I need to use to spray that. It's got a bit of crackling in it. Probably just a very good paint. I will have claws on the bottom of it. So enjoy Jonathan Kleck. Watch everything you can of Jonathan Kleck's. Watch everything you can of mine. If anyone is loving servant of the Lord, would you please tell me if you follow Kleck and you know what Kleck's doing? Or I think KJ said something about Odyssey. I've gone to Odyssey, but I didn't have the money to join. I think you have to pay $10 a month, which I'd pay. And I think you can move all your YouTube videos to over. So I need a platform where I can move, and I have more videos than Kleck. I don't know how to find the number, but last time I looked it was 1,400, but that was a year ago, so I've got at least 2,000. And I've gone through them, and they've already copyrights shut down quite a few with copyrights and strikes. I've done that in the last couple of months. So they're going through it with fine-tooth comb. So that's why the Lord said you can't climb the mountain, because they are very important. I know they are. I look at the red copyright strike and I know that all of those videos were like under a minute of a music video. And it normally would slide, but it won't slide anymore. I even had a video that I did of Billy D, his testimony when the Lord gave me a strong witness that he was a swallow, because the swallow came in and flew, and then I watched him. The swallow goes to the tree of life. So what I'm going to do is tell you about this tree and the swallows. I saw the bush and I saw a lake, And I thought it was the water in Genesis 1, the way it fluttered, or, fluttered it, but I picture it now, knowing who created it, like a butterfly. It's not the Lord. And moved across the waters, which is the semen. It's disgusting. And he'd already shown me the lake as the cult, and it's all come together, and I can understand the vision or the dream. And God confirmed it on the day, because then I drove past a lake and then I saw the exact same swallows. I didn't know, I'd never seen these birds on the west coast before. And Jack Condon explained to me what they were. They're migratory birds. They are barn swallows. Yes, barn swallows. And the numbers are dwindling in some places, people have noticed, and they're getting caught in nets and being sold at restaurants because they fly low. They swoop down to the water. They're the special bird that the Lord showed me. The next scene of the dream was a bush horizon, and on the horizon was an exotic tree, not like my native trees here. It was one that was from another place, and it was like, and the Lord showed me this for a reason, an oak tree. An oak tree. And because its roots go down deep, because logic before authority, I believe. And I wanted to upload this, but I didn't. Shall I try and find it? Because it's very important. You know that Kleck's got this, right? Okay, so I'll try and find it. Help me, Lord. Okay. The tree was an oak, and Morning Star Ministries have an oak tree in their logo, and Jonathan Kleck has the tree like a mirror image, and up and a down, doesn't he? Well, the tree I saw came out of the ground and literally hung in the air with soil falling from it, and its roots were as deep and as wide as the top. And they won't let me play it.
I've got one that can see.
Yay, right. So I'm just going to hunt. This is the one you need to watch. The Lord has shown me that logic before authority has got this right. So he's talking about the cavity in here between the eyes, and how it is a metaphor for the Holy of Holies, the head.
Does this look like a seat? Okay. Now, as a little review, the veil is a reference to the veil that was in front of the Holy of Holies place. For example, in the Solomon's temple, which separated the Holy of Holies from the holy room itself. The holy room.
So the veil tore when the Lord gave up his spirit to his Father and on the cross. And where did it tear from? The top down, which is right where the temple is. It tore the veil. See, I told you. The Lord's already been there. That is the same sign as him being born in a feeding trough. Do you understand? It is the same sign. It's hidden until now. Now, if he doesn't show the tree, I've got the wrong video.
It was actually swirling just like one. Well, maybe in Arkansas almost at that point. Okay, here we have the entrance to another temple. Okay, see the bird above the door?
No.
Then you have the two pillars here. Okay, you're going to learn today.
So what I shared about this health and well-being center is that I went to and played along with them. Now, when I was a teacher, we had a new curriculum. Yeah, it's the new school, right? This new future school. So I was right at the beginning of this future school with the new curriculum, so I know it. And I had to teach to it. It isn't as bad as what it is now, but we had a health and well-being, which instead of having, it was in the PE, physical education curriculum, health and well-being. I taught units on grief. That was the one I remember the most. And I was teaching the unit on grief to a class of high decile children, which means they came from the richest area when it comes to income in Christchurch. And I taught in the lowest decile, which were the poorer areas. So there was a comparison between the two. I understand the children. I know children. I have been commended for having, by an experienced tutor who's a director, the best rapport that she has seen in many, many years. Rapport is relationship with children. That is what she said about me. Yet as a teacher, I failed because of the hunt. It's because of the hunt, guys. That explains it. It's because of the hunt. It's never been your gifts. I've always had a gift, and I've always walked in the gifts that the Lord gave me. I recognized them, and I walked in the way. When I was a child, I played teacher. When I was a child, I played builder, and I walked, and I played artist. And the things I've done in my life has been, I'm an artist, I'm a teacher, I'm a builder. And I love my dog, and I am a dog owner. Everything it did, they say that the happiest people in the world are the people who do what they did when they're a child. So I thank the Lord for leading me in those directions. But the pillars, the building I went into that looked like some type of Washington-y type building for the health and well-being, and the other pictures the Lord gave me is in construction. We have health and safety. So there's health and well-being and health and safety. So for your own health and safety, you better follow the rules. Who makes the rules up? Who is outside of the laws? Well, you might not like this, but the Lord said we are. And that we will need to break the laws. Yes, we will. And the church is not going to like it because they bow down to the system. Now, he goes to Madonna in this, and he doesn't know what's on her dress. He doesn't know it's a pupae. But I believe this is the one that showed the tree. And I never knew this because the Lord said I was that tree, and the swallows were going in and out of it, and the one that was hanging in the air. Do you know why it didn't touch the ground? I'll just show you these pillars.
Her chest and one on her eye. She's wearing a crown. And lots of adornment, materialism. Okay. And then she has what looks like an Ouroboros or something on her dress at the bottom, but I ain't worried about that right now.
You see, he's missing the truth. And that's what he needs to be worried about. But this is good. Look at this.
Then she started singing the song. And
what is he doing? What are they doing with the pillars? Well, this metaphor of it, the temple being a body, the pillars are the legs. Now, there was something I watched where a man was trying to get into the cockpit of an aeroplane, and he was